Hey friends, Donovan here. Thought I'd share kind of an idea with you that I've been working on about embouchure and lip placement. You know, a lot of times when we talk about playing the trumpet, we talk a lot about air. And air is certainly important, and more importantly, wind. I mean, obviously without wind, this thing's not going to really do much of anything. But I would tell you that I think your lip placement and your embouchure formation is honestly equally as critical. Now, that's not to say that some people can't have a very unusual, strange embouchure and play beautifully. They certainly can. But I'm more interested in the people that are having issues or limitations. And I found it myself that lip placement plays a big role in it. And I've got a little balloon here to kind of show you what I'm talking about. So sometimes when we play, we tend to roll in a lot. And sometimes we'll roll them underneath our teeth, or we'll bring them to the point where they're kind of like in more of a closed position. Not close, but closed. And when they do this, they're kind of tight, and the sound is thin. Like that if we lip buzz. But I've been experimenting lately with more of an unfurled position. You hear a few people talk about this. Larry, oh shoot, Larry, I'm going to butcher your last name, buddy. I'm sorry. Larry Megalano. Larry Megalano. There you go. I'm sorry. Lynn Nicholson. A few other people have talked about this. If you look at old pictures of Maynard, I'll throw a few pictures in comments so you can see it. You'll see a lot of pictures of him kind of playing like this. And so I've been messing with that, and I thought about something with this balloon. I think we've all done this exercise, or this thing where you blow a balloon, and this is my friend Greg Spence Mystery to Mastery balloon. And if you blow up a balloon, and if you hold it at the very end where, you know, it's kind of like the rubber's folded over, you can escape the air, and it comes out, but nothing really vibrates. What I feel like with my chops, what I'm actually doing is I feel like my lips are like the rolled over rubber pieces here. And this orbicularis oris, your muscle that's going around your mouth here, I feel like that's behind my lips. Not over my lips like that, opening and closing the aperture and the size. But I feel like it's kind of behind them, and my aperture and everything is out front. And what's interesting then is this gives you a lot more control of your airstream and your aperture. And then when we let this go, you see how that thing starts to vibrate like that? Really interesting, right? And like probably many of you know, our lips don't actually buzz, right? They vibrate. That's a big point that like Bobby Shue makes. If we buzz our lips and then play the trumpet, that's what it sounds like. That's not a very good sound. We've heard a lot of beginners sound that way. But what they do is they vibrate. Just like that thing does. And by pinching on the back, or not, I shouldn't say pinching, by controlling it on the back and having your lips more forward, you have way more control over exactly how those vibrate. And so for me, whereas maybe I used to set up kind of like everything kind of be rolled in, and I could feel it against my teeth, now I feel like everything's almost kind of rolled out. Might be worth mentioning too when I'm lip buzzing, which Bobby Shue recommends doing it, you know, if you're on days you're not playing, maybe 10 times a day for like 30 seconds at a time. Nothing super strenuous, but a nice way to build some embouchure strength. But my tongue is kind of between my teeth when I do that. Like that. And you end up with a sound on your instrument that's much fuller, and I feel like I have like way more control over it. It's more resonant, and it's actually like a broader, bigger, bolder, more full sound. So check that out and see what you think. Grab a balloon and kind of play with that a little bit, and see if you can get that feeling of your embouchure muscle, the orbicular oris muscle, squeezing back here, with your lips and aperture and stuff in front of it. That's what you want, instead of this. This is how I feel like I've played kind of forever, and this seems to work so much better now. So give that a shot and let me know how it works.